I'm from Roswell, Georgia. I'm from Atlanta Area Council, and that's Egwatawa D Lodge, SR9. I've been in Boy Scouts. I started as a Tiger Cub when I was 6 and been in ever since. I've been in the OA since 2008, and I had my first NOAC in 2009. So I first got involved in the OA with my chapter meeting, actually. I went to a district roundtable, and I met some guys that were involved in the OA, and I was already inducted, and I tagged along to chapter meeting. And the first chapter meeting was a great experience for me, and I kept coming back until before I knew it, I was a chapter officer. So I stayed involved because of the friends I made through the Order of the Arrow. A lot of the guys I met were super interested in ceremonies and all the things I was involved with as far as leadership goes. And ever since then, I've been able to connect with those guys, and those people are the reason why I stayed around. And I'm so privileged and so glad that I was able to stay around for as long as I have been. And I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. So if you're looking to get more involved, I would encourage you to go to your chapter meetings or even in your troop and find out what exactly the OA does for them, and kind of just experience what they have to offer, and then go from there, because the OA has a lot to offer for you as a youth, and there's so much going on, you can't experience it all at once. So as many times as you can get a chance to go out and experience it, the better off you'll be and be able to find something that you truly enjoy. So my favorite scouting memory will have to be my experience when I went to Philmont in 2010. We had one night we were out on top of a cannon overlooking the valley, and it was just an awesome experience at night. And then we watched the sunrise the next morning, and just being with my friends for I think it was like 12 days for that long of a trek was just incredibly fun, and I couldn't imagine doing it with anyone else. And then for the OA, my best experience is probably when I was the vigil ceremonialist for my father's vigil ceremony. That was truly an honor, and it only comes around once in a lifetime, so I was glad I was able to do that. So I got to where I am, I guess through the advice and mentorship of other youth and some adults that weren't necessarily my position advisors, but were adults that I listened to and kind of understood what they went through as a youth, and then youth around me that were involved as much as I was. And through their experiences and through my own trial and errors, I was able to make a successful program. And really, it was just fortunate that I was able to be where I am today. And I couldn't imagine any other way to experience the OA than what I have done so far. So I had a group of guys I've been collaborating with to kind of help me along the way as far as the OA goes. Just kind of helping me out what exactly I need to do to make my own experience in the OA better, but also leave an impact for everyone else, because the OA is about a brotherhood, and without sharing that experience with others, you can't build upon that. And I can't name anyone specifically because I feel like I'd be cheating other people out of the experience that they've given me and the opportunities they've left me. So there's no one in particular I can think of, but there's just a huge group of people that have made a huge impact on my life, and therefore I hope I've impacted others in a similar way. So other than Region Chief, I was a chapter chief and vice chief. I was also a ceremonialist for quite some time. I was also a lodge vice chief, lodge chief. I was also on the conclave vice chief for several years, including a host lodge chairman. And then I eventually became a section chief for SR9, and then I became a region chief this past December. So as a region chief, the best way to get to know your sections is to go to their conclaves and kind of experience that. Unfortunately, though, you can't go to every single conclave because there are several conclaves that happen the same weekend. So you kind of have to just plan out and see what you can do. And the other way you do it is through, I guess, knowing your section chiefs. because they play a key role in what your section does, and understanding their view can help you understand the lodges. And through that, you might even be able to go to a few lodge events within their section and kind of learn a little bit more about what they do and what their dynamics are as a group. So it's a little hard to explain to people that I am still a Boy Scout at 20 years old. It still baffles several of them. But when I explain kind of what exactly I do, they somewhat get an understanding of it. But it's really hard to explain to someone that I'm a youth representative for the Boy Scouts for 13 different states, and they have no idea what that exactly entails. And to go into depth would probably take a good chunk of their time, which sometimes they just don't have time for.
If you'd like to learn more about AeroTour and when it's coming near you,
Or about NOAC 2015.
or even a little something about us,
Make sure to check out our social media pages for the next 9 months for a series of short videos.